Gain clarity. Journaling builds persistent hope. Journaling helps you gain a clearer introspection. It helps with life goals, mental health awareness, career strengths and weaknesses, and financial goals. When life happens quickly without feedback, it's easy to forget your plans. The practice of journaling consistently allows you to assess your progress. Taking hold of the word that God gave to you requires persistent faith and hope without wavering. Number 1. Life goals require understanding your purpose. When you clearly understand God's promises in your life, you walk with a better understanding of who you are. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Luke 18:1. The key component to understanding your goals in life is through prayer. It's much easier to feel disconnected from your purpose when you neglect prayer. Setting goals shifts from being a selfish motive to a matter of faithful pursuit. As you ask yourself if your goals align with what God wants for you, clarity emerges in your life. Thorough introspection allows you to eliminate things that you don't desire to see in your life.
Number 2. Mental health awareness diminishes things that cause you stress. Impactful change requires awareness about your environment and how your character develops. If your environment encourages bad behavior, change your surroundings. Mental health is broad, and it's dependent on each person's circumstances and mental challenges. It's crucial to understand what triggers stress or depression in your life. If there's a mismatch with what you are doing in life, you can change that. Sometimes going through hard challenges develops character and helps you to deal with difficult situations that you can't change. If you have a long-term illness or disability, you often pray to see yourself healed, even if the healing doesn't come immediately. Nevertheless, you still believe you will receive your healing because of your persistent faith. Going through challenges strengthens your character. You become aware of what you are capable of doing. Journaling can support your mental health throughout your life. Number 3. Life's purpose shapes career strengths and weaknesses. Understanding your strengths and weaknesses directs you to the area or the field you should work in. This phase of journaling is intentional and reveals what you are naturally good at doing. Creativity is the most essential component of the human aspect, and it's often neglected. The greatest artist often emerges from doing ordinary work. Being creative is for everyone, even if you work a blue-collar or white-collar job. Journaling can set you up in the right direction if you feel stuck when it comes to career choice. It becomes more meaningful when you pray about your career, as your decisions are not just your own, but God's decisions for your life. Number 4. Develop financial goals with strategic plans through journaling. Tracking and evaluating your spending is one aspect of taking accountability for your finances. But understanding the reason behind your spending habits enables you to uncover your mental state. Writing down your expenses using pen and paper with reasons helps you to gain deeper insight. The best blueprint to follow? Is it the world's or God's ways? The ways of the world are misleading, especially with matters of finance. Corruption, mismanagement of finances, poverty, and gambling have taken over the world. The honest man or woman can hardly keep what they earn. Journaling gives an introspective financial overview. Sometimes you might need to work on being patient to achieve successful financial goals. The simple act of postponing something you want now for later is called delayed gratification, a concept explained incredibly well by M. Scott Peck in the book The Road Less Traveled. Your character reveals your spending habits. Once you understand why you spend money on what you purchase, you will understand your financial situation. Number 5. Avoid oversharing by journaling more. When you journal consistently, you don't have the inclination to talk too much. Goals that are written down are most likely to be done. That's why what is scheduled in business is likely to get done. The same principle should apply in your life. And the Lord answered me and said, "Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Habakkuk 2:2. As you persistently pray about your plans to God, it becomes easier to know what God's will is for your life. Moving in a grateful attitude towards what you want always helps. Continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving. Colossians 4:2. Journaling reminds you not to complain. It asserts a positive outlook in your life. Journaling is a great tool to reinstate hope and faith as you persistently pursue life.